Redactions done to the affidavit tied to the August 8th raid on former President Trump's Florida home. 27 boxes of documents were seized from Mar-a-Lago, and now that search warrants in the case have been unsealed, Trump is suing to stop the DOJ from reviewing the papers taken, at least temporarily. This is the FBI subpoenas more surveillance camera footage from Mar-a-Lago. If those papers already taken don't contain anything questionable, what difference does it make when the DOJ reviews them? Attorney Mark Reichel with me now live to review Trump's request. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sinceri.
Former President Trump has called the raid, what happened during it, quote, shockingly aggressive. His lawyers say his Fourth Amendment rights were violated. Now, the Fourth Amendment guarantees us the right to be secure in our persons against unreasonable searches and seizures. What perhaps was unreasonable here?
Well, look, you have to understand at the outset, this is federal court, and it's much different than what people think of in the regular, normal, local superior courts and so forth. This is federal court. My significant other, Elizabeth, always says, are you going to federal court today? Don't forget your powdered wig, because it really is one step back from the powdered wigs. It's very organized. The Department of Justice spent a long period of time preparing for this, preparing this warrant before this search. Don't kid yourselves, okay? But this is political theater on behalf of, former President Trump. This is a candidate who's been searched by the Department of Justice. So everything that's going to come from that side really is political theater. It's really just a routine search. However, you do have rights as a homeowner to say, hey, look, if you're not going to charge me, I'd like to see, have some answers about this. The court always weighs that request for a return of property or giving me the search warrant affidavit. They always weigh that against, look, there's an ongoing criminal investigation. Will this compromise that? They normally, in almost all instances, deny such a request. I've been involved. Go ahead.
No. I was going to say that they mostly deny. Go ahead. Finish.
I've actually been involved in this exact litigation. In 2015, I was representing Stockton Mayor Anthony Silva. And at the airport, when he came back in from a trip abroad, they ran up and grabbed his cell phone and his laptop and everything. I filed this exact motion immediately. Said, return the property and, don't review anything because there's attorney-client communications in there. There's also some other things that he's dealt with other politicians and so forth that we didn't want anybody looking at because, we want this sealed off. So I went through this exact litigation in 2015, so I know exactly what they're doing. I went right away, though. And another thing we need to understand is a special master isn't really appointed. The Department of Justice has taint teams, being tainted. So they'll go in. They don't want to ruin their investigation. They work so hard to put together. So they have a taint team that's going to go in and grab things that are confidential, that could be national security, things that could be they don't want the federal prosecutors to look at, and they will keep that walled off. It's secure over there. They remove the tainted objects and then items of evidence, and then they look at other things that they have no questions they can look at. That's been going on from the minute they hit the house. I guarantee there was a taint team there.
Okay, and I did cover that situation back in 2015 with the former mayor and the laptop. So very interesting to see how it played out here locally and then this going on the federal stage. Now, President Trump says in this act, the rights of all Americans have been violated at a level rarely seen before in our country. You kind of hinted to this, but do you think that's overly dramatic, convenient phrasing, or a real concern for the rest of us little guys?
Well, look, there are searches that take place by the federal government all the time that no one complains about, that are routine. This is obviously Sinceri, extremely rare because it's the former president. But what makes it so rare also is there's no dispute. They did everything they could to try to get these classified documents that should have never been, should have never left the White House. They're supposed to be kept in a secure room, So this is a rare instance that the president was searched, no dispute. But it's also a rare instance that basically stolen government property that's national security wasn't returned immediately. So with them today subpoenaing more surveillance tapes, it looks like they're going to say he still is hiding things. That's my prediction. They're going to say he still is hiding things. Additionally, this is about January 6th, in my opinion, hiding things that took place on and before and after January 6th.
So a federal judge is formally rejecting the DOJ's request to keep the entire affidavit under seal. So does that mean there's a greater likelihood that they might pause this review?
No, that's a great question, actually. But the redaction is going to be, in my opinion, very redacted. It's going to be a lot of black ink on white paper. They're not going to, they don't have to give a lot out. And I don't think they're going to. It'll give enough that satisfies the overriding public interest. That the media is the one litigating this, saying, hey, we want to see this stuff. It's an overriding public interest. I will say on the motion to return that they filed yesterday, that motion is heard by a different judge, a very strong pro-Trump appointee who was appointed and approved after the election, actually. So this is a very strong pro-Trump judge that's hearing the other motion where Trump is saying, give me back my stuff, give me some documents and so forth. Separate case being heard by a different judge.
All righty, so many issues surrounding this particular search, and we'll all have to see how it plays out. And we, of course, will check back in with you about the legal wranglings on either side. Thank you so much for your insight this morning.
Thank you very much.